Three, two, one. Welcome back to Spatial Sense. My name is Alan, and this is the final episode in the 7-part series where I teach you how you can solve a 2x2 Rubik's Cube to train your spatial recognition and your mind. So, today we'll be talking about, some improvements you can make and just generally everything there is to know about these cubes. So, one of the most important improvements you can make with the beginner method is that when you learn this form of algorithm, there is actually an inverse of that algorithm. So an inverse is just the direct opposite of what the algorithm does. So in this case, we can do U, R, U prime, R prime. So it just reverses what the for move algorithm does. So how does this come in handy? So let's do a simple scramble. I'm going to be solving the white layer quite quickly just to show this. When you have this, where all the corners aren't on the top layer, when you do this inverse algorithm, you watch closely. Here, we know that for this to come here, you will have to do the for move algorithm 4 times. So when you do it 4 times, the end result is it goes there, right? But here's the cool thing about this for move algorithm is that every 6 repetitions of this for move algorithm, the cube goes back into the similar solved state. Now this is what algorithms are in a cube sense and as well as in other mathematical applications. So here's a 3x3 cube. Doing this for move algorithm, when you do it 6 times, you get the original cube. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when we apply that here, moving this piece down, it took us 4 repetitions. Instead of these 4 for moves repetitions, we can actually do the inverse twice to achieve the same result. So watch closely. Well, if we do the inverse, we can get the same result. So using this, we can get better and better at the cube. So we can move it out. And that solves the cube yellow layer as quick as possible. Now, one other thing that we can learn is that there are actually multiple algorithms to swap these 2 corners. And the T-perm is one, and there's also one known as the J-perm. And to swap these 2 corners, there's actually an algorithm to swap these 2, and this is known as the Y-perm. So actually, instead of doing 2 T-perms, you could just do a Y-perm. But, these are things that you can learn over time and get better. So one of the other methods that you can use is actually, instead of flipping the cube upside down to solve the top layer, there are actually algorithms that you could use to solve these layers. So instead of doing the U or prime, you can learn algorithms to solve these top layers. Something like that, or here we can do this, or something like this. We can also do this. And then from there on, you can use different methods such as Ortega, or eventually you might move to CLL. And I mean, there is no end to this cube. You can get faster and faster, better and better. Of course, you need a good cube to continue your journey, but that's basically all there is to this cube. So once you've mastered it, you can start visualizing more and more places to put these pieces. And as you get better at it, you get more spatial recognition feeling with this cube. So the piece here is the piece that it is by experience. And when you close your eyes, you might be able to imagine and envision the cube moving in a certain way after you've played with it quite a lot. And even in a few weeks' times, once you're comfortable, you could try and learn it blindfolded as well. And the beauty about blindfolded is, again, it's a one algorithm to learn, but it'll be quite a lot more moves. So yeah, I'll do a few solves just to show you how fast you could realistically get with the beginner's method, as well as some methods of some solves I use, as well as some solves of some methods I use nowadays. So yeah. I'll do the cube scramble, and I'll do one of beginner's method.